Oh, it's an epic battle between an Electro Wizard and a Witch. 9 out of 10 people have no idea who wins. Hi guys, Spencer$1 here. Welcome back. This is part 2 of I Bet You Get It Wrong. This is the shooter edition. Now, not all matchups will be as obvious as this one. Dragon versus Archer, I think we know what the answer's going to be. Archer gets completely melted by Dragon. How many hits does the Dragon get on the tower though? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, who cares? I'm losing count. It's a lot. But what about Archer versus Dart Goblin? Now, Dart Goblin has a lot more range and shoots a lot faster. Let's see if the Archer it takes 3 hits from an Archer to kill a Dart Goblin, and she got 1 shot off. She only managed 1. He's absolutely annihilated her, and look how many shots he's getting off against the tower. That's amazing. All right, this is a good one. Always need to know which will win, Dragon or Witch. Now, the Dragon, first of all, got to kill a few of these skeletons, but once he gets close, he'll kill the skeletons while shooting the Witch at the same time. Here we go, fighting head-to-head. Remember, these are tournament-level cards, and it looks like the Witch is being melted. Witch has been completely melted. How many shots on the tower is this Dragon going to get? 1! All right, fair enough. Musketeer versus Witch. This could be interesting. What will happen with the skeletons? Will the Musketeer shoot the skeletons? And will this allow the Witch to shoot the Musketeer? Who's going to win this? I actually didn't know the answer. I assumed it was going to be the Musketeer. And I was right. Okay, Musketeer's made it. Will she get any shots from the tower though? For bonus points, 10 million extra points if she gets 2. 1, 2, 3 shots from the Musketeer. That's pretty epic. Here he comes. It's the crazy guy himself with a battery in his bottom. It's the Electro Wiz versus the Witch. Now he's got 2 electricity beams, so he's killing 2 skeletons at once. She won't be able to produce any more skeletons, I don't think. She's being slowed down a treat by these electrical beams, but it looks like he's going to be destroyed. Is he? Oh my god! It's a double KO! Witch versus Electro Wiz is a double KO. Alright guys, new card, Executioner versus the Witch. Now he's going to kill all the skeletons and the Witch very easily, and he's pretty tanky as well. I think he's going to do her. Is he? So easy from the Executioner. Executioner's taking down the Witch. Is he going to get a bunch of hits off? He hits on the way in and the way out, just like me. So is he going to take down a lot? It might even take this tower down. I didn't plan this very well. Alright, 3 hits. 6 if you count on the way back. Wizard has 598 hit points, damage per second 162. Unfortunately, the Witch 665 hit points, damage 92. She's going to be crushed, and she has. Will the Wizard get a shot off on the tower for an extra 4 million No. Okay, he's dead. Bowler is a shooter with 96 hit points. If you've got a Witch in your deck, you do not want to come up against the Bowler. The outcome of this joust is going to be pretty obvious. Witch destroyed. I even had to speed this up because the Bowler is so goddamn slow. How many hits does he get up against his tower? A lot of rocks on the tower. Kind of an unfair fight. Let's see if the Wizard can do any better. Now, I was pretty certain that the Bowler would take out the Wizard, but I wasn't sure how much damage the Wizard would do to the Bowler. Pretty impressive. Look what he's doing. He's taking him all the way down to almost dead. Look at that. Pretty decent. How many shots is the Bowler going to get off? Is he even going to get one? No! 0 shots off. Well done by the Wizard. This fight will be about as close as a fight between Butterbean and Beyonce. However, we've got to see what the result is. See if the Musketeer can do as well as the Wizard. So she does have a longer range, so she does start shooting earlier, but that's a rock to the head. Helmet didn't save her. She's dead. How many hits is the Bowler going to get on the tower? Is it going to be 1 or 2? There's 1. Not going to get a second one. Well, we know this is going to be complete annihilation. The Musketeer, which is doing 160 damage per second, is going to destroy this Ice Wizard. I don't know how much damage he does a second. It's not very much. And he's going to be destroyed. She's going to get a few shots off against the tower as well. But the next battle might not be so easy. Who's she up against? She's up against the Electro Wizard. Now, the Electro Wizard only does 117 DPS, but he does essentially zap her, so she's shooting a lot more slowly. Who is going to win this one? This is pretty close, and it's the Electro Wizard. He's beaten the Musketeer, and he didn't get a shot off on the tower. All right, Musketeer versus Wizard. It's 2 of the oldest cards in the game. both available in Clash of Clans. Which one of these is going to win this? Fireball! And the wizard spin. No, it's a double KO! They've both gone down at the same time. Wizard versus Musketeer. What a battle. Here we are again with a new card, Executioner versus Musketeer. I'm expecting the Executioner to win this pretty easily. Let's find out. He's going to hit her on the way in and the way out on the back of the head. You can hear that axe whacking on her metal helmet. What? Double KO! I did not expect that one. I got that one wrong for definite. Guys, let me know in the comments if you got that wrong. You must have done, right? Here we go, Musketeer versus Dragon. Again, I don't know what the outcome of this one is actually going to be. This is pretty close. Not again. No, it's not. Not a double KO. Musketeer pulls through, and she's not going to get a shot off against the tower. Here he is again. It's the Electro Wizard, this time versus the Dragon. Now, Dragon is obviously a lot more tanky than this Electro Wizard. Remember, he's only doing 117 DPS, but he is essentially zapping this Dragon, and Dragon, which is a boy, I think, is shooting much more slowly. Is the Dragon going to win? No, Electro Wizard wins, and still doesn't get a shot off on the tower. Here he comes again, the Ice Wizard, who so far has beaten absolutely nobody. He's up against the Dragon, and things are not going to change here either. Look how little the damage is that he's actually doing. This is just taking quite a while to die, just like with every other battle he's in. But he's pretty junk all by himself. But he is a shooter, so he has to be in the video. How many shots is this Dragon going to get off against this tower? 1, 2... Alright, not as many as against the Archer. Here we go, it's a helicopter. It's helicopter versus Dragon. Which one wins? Most of us have seen this battle many times in the game. I think we can all guess what the outcome is. It's pretty close, but it's definitely going to be the Mega Minion. Go on, Mega Minion. Oh, so close, though. I didn't expect it to be that close. No shots on tower. Here he is again. It's Wendell. Wendell is up against the Dragon. Who's going to win this one? This is an age-old one. This is going to be pretty close. I don't know the outcome of this. I think that Wendell's got this. He's going to beat the Dragon, isn't he? Yes, he is. He's going to beat him. That was not as close as I expected it to be. He's going to get a shot off on the tower. He's got a new fire range now, an extra tile, and he's hit the tower only once. Here we go, Executioner versus Dragon. I'm banking on the Executioner winning this one. Executioner, the most OP card in the game at the moment. Everybody's expecting there to be a nerf. Hits on the way in, hits on the way out. Dragon's barely doing any damage. Wow, this is actually a lot closer than I expected. I think it's because the axe is going so far back before it comes back and hits him. But he's going to get a shot off on the tower. There we go. Well done, Executioner. Another win. Here he is again. It's the Ice Wizard. He's got to go up against the Executioner. Yet another annihilation expected. There we go. This Executioner is doing 58 DPS twice with that crazy axe against our weakest opponent, the Ice Wizard. So he's going to get a whole bunch of hits off against this tower, probably some of the most so far. How many is it going to be? Probably like 3 or 4 times 2. My Executioner is only a level 3, so he's not tournament standard yet. Tournament standard being level 4. Here he is again. Wizard versus Executioner. I think the Executioner should have this one. Fireball! Wow, this is close though. This is super close. Oh, he's been destroyed, and the Executioner comes back with just 2 hits from the tower. Didn't get a hit off. This one I've been waiting for. Electro Wizard versus Executioner. Who do you think's got this one? Executioner's not going to be able to fire as fast this time. Looks like the Executioner is ahead. He's going to beat him. He's got him. He's taken him down very easily, much easier than I expected. So as you probably all guessed, guys, Axe does beat Fireball very easily, and he's got 1 shot off against the tower as well. Nearly a second. Here we go. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The Shooter of Doom, the hairdryer himself. He's going to first go up against the Wizard. This is going to be brutal, but we had to put this in the video anyway. They both do shoot. I guess the Wizard might get 1 shot off before total destruction. 1 shot. All right, now, how many shots against this tower is the Sparky going to get? Is it 1 or is it 2? Bosh, 1. Is he going to get a second one? No, he's not. Waiting for Sparky to shoot a second time is a bit like waiting for a legendary from a wooden box. It happens like once a year, at most. The Musketeer. Can the Musketeer do any better than the Wizard? Will it be 1 shot on the tower? Will it be 2? All right, that's the Musketeer gone. 1 or 2 shots on the tower? I think it's got to be 1, surely. There's the first one. Is it going to be a second? Oh, it's close. Oh, that was almost a second shot. I think the Wizard performed way better than the Musketeer there. Now, you could easily be forgiven for thinking that as far as shooters are concerned, the hairdryer cannot be beaten. But there is someone who thinks he can beat him. Yes, it's the Electro Wizard. Electro Wizard versus Sparky. I think the Electro Wizard takes this. Is the Sparky even going to get to shoot him? It looks like not. Electrons is taking him down. Sparky doesn't even get to shoot. You can hear him charging up. He never gets to fully charge. Electro Wizard reaches the tower with no damage whatsoever from the Sparky. Well, if it had hit him once, he would have been dead in any case. Electro Wizard, one of my favorite troops in the game at the moment, along with the Executioner. All right, guys, so we're going to round off this video with the epic battle of all time, the most powerful versus the weakest. Here he is again, it's the Ice Wizard. Now, the Ice Wizard is only doing 42 damage per second. Oh, well, he was. He did 42 damage, I guess. Well, maybe he did a little bit more because he probably doesn't shoot once per second. But anyway, how many shots off against this tower are we going to get from this Sparky? That's one. It's going to get a second for sure. And the tower goes down. So, what have we learned today, guys? Hairdryer beats Ice Wizard. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you want to see the hand-to-hand combat jousting, click that thumbnail. The *1 comment on this video, you will get a big shout out in the next video. Guys, until the next time, you guys take care.
Send everyone!